am dealing with flare-ups or a new diagnosis or doctor's appointments and the stress of all of that, I'm really bad at talking about what I'm going through. I'm really bad about reaching out for resources. But there are those moments where days when I'm too tired to get out of bed, it's nice to have somewhere to go and read other people's stories and hear that there are other people dealing with that as well, because I don't have many people in my life that deal with something like this.
Not everybody is social like me. I love going to my monthly support group meetings, but at the same time, I like websites where I can go and visit that I know that there's hundreds of other people battling and going through the day just like me.
Communities for people who deal with chronic illnesses is something so necessary, because I wish that in that time that I was struggling, I could have gone to someone in person, or even just found these pages online of all these people who deal with the same pain that I deal with, and know that I'm not alone in this, and that I'm not struggling by myself, that there's other people that are dealing with the same thing, and that together we can come together and understand each other and really push through this, because no one else can see it except for us, because we know what it feels like.
I think it's important to have websites and support groups for those who have chronic illnesses or invisible illnesses, because oftentimes, because I don't look sick, that is not treated as big as a deal as, say, someone who looks physically ill.
The medical community hasn't given out enough information, so people think that I look great on the outside. I'm dying on the inside. I'm in pain and discomfort on a daily basis that's indescribable.
Basic tasks are challenging. Going and doing things are hard, and trying to make it look normal is a lot harder than it seems. I think you can get used to the pain and discomfort of being chronically ill, but I don't think you can ever get used to the isolation of it.
I think that it is extremely important that we both nationally and globally increase support groups and support websites for people like me and people with disabilities, because it is extremely hard for us to find proper support and proper tools to reach our goals and aspirations.
We can go there for validation and non-judgmental understanding, which is something we don't always get in the real world.
There's a certain bond that comes with being ill. Let's keep these safe spaces up and running.
We need chronic illness support groups and websites, because they offer us someone to relate to and make us feel less alone, which is something that people with chronic illness really need.
I think the most important reason why we should have chronic illness websites and online support groups is because it empowers us when we feel completely powerless.
Our friends and our family and our co-workers, they mean well and they love us, but they sometimes don't get it.
It provides you with the opportunity to connect with other people that are going through the same thing as you. And in these communities, you could truly see how much everyone supports one another, and it just makes you feel like you're less alone.
It'd be nice to have a community where I could talk about this and people would understand.
Have other people who understand your journey, who are changing their diets and losing their abilities to live their life the way they always have, but are still moving forward. And it makes me feel like it's worth trying again, like it's worth getting up and fighting a little harder each day to still have my existence and to try new things and to attempt to succeed one more time.
It just encourages one another to just be strong and hang in there, because there are a lot of women that suffer like me.
Without the other people online, most of us can't get through our day-to-day life, because we wouldn't know these techniques that we've been shown by others feeling the same way as how we feel.
A way to connect with the people who are going through the same thing is through a support group online, and without these resources, I'd be pretty lost.
When you have community and you have groups and web pages and just that sense of community, you don't feel alone.
I know for me, it completely changed what it was like for me going through everything versus being at home by myself in my bed, going to having this whole community of people that I could go to and be like, tell them what I'm going through and have them understand, have them have advice for you.
Every little bit that you can find, every tiny little smidgen, even if it's just a post made by somebody thousands of miles away on the other side of the planet who you're never gonna meet in person. It's just words on a screen. Even that little bit of relief, that can add up. And we got to take every tiny bit that we can find.
I came across this website called lupuschick.com, and it's chocked full of information about recipes, nutrition, and there's other stories in there that are similar to ours.
Lupuschick.com. It's a support group for autoimmune and chronic disease illnesses, any type. There's several types. There's different types. You don't know. Other patients will discuss to you what they're going through, and then you realize you're not the only one going through the same thing, and then you mention something that you're going through, and then they realize, oh my God, I have that too, and it's like you have somebody there for support.
Having websites that we can go to, like Lupus Chick, it allows a sense of normalcy with what we're going through.
Even if you don't have lupus, but you're chronically ill and have an autoimmune disease or something else, you should really check it out.
It helped me learn some of the terminology that my doctor didn't teach me. It helped a lot, and I think we need more websites like that.
Websites like Lupus Chick are so important because you're able to find people who are going through what you're going through, and you're able to feel less alone. And I think that's really important because chronic illness is not something that anybody should have to go through alone.